Hello PointPay family, and welcome back to our traditional end of the month AMA session. And as always, with me is Diana. Hello, Diana.
Hello, everyone.
All right, so yes, again, Diana was kind enough to collect all of your questions, and she'll ask me some of them at the end of the video. And I'm incredibly glad to see you all today. Thank you for watching our regular updates from PointPay that we've been doing for almost 5 years, which is a very long time, I think. And traditionally, let me just remind you that we meet on the last Thursday of the month. So today is the 27th of August. So this is why we're doing it today. And today I don't just want to walk you through the numbers and kind of the technical updates, and I want to, I think, have a kind of a deep conversation about where we are heading and what we have already accomplished as a company, and what is coming next, really. So, in today's episode, we'll have a look at our new educational activity, Back to Crypto School. We'll discuss the major expansion of supported networks on the PointPay exchange, and we'll look under the hood of our kind of futures algorithms, and of course, we'll talk kind of openly about our future plans for September and the kind of overall priorities in our roadmap. But before we get started, I would like to, as always, ask you for something. If you enjoy our content and if you enjoy me kind of doing those videos every single month for the last 5 years, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, press the bell button and leave a comment. Any comment will do. That helps the YouTube algorithms to recommend us to other people, so more people will know about our mission and what we do, and hopefully watch our videos and subscribe to our channel. And for me and the entire team, marketing team, it's a great source of motivation. And on top of that, your activity helps us to kind of understand what topics matter the most to you. And kind of, yeah, as I said before, it gives us a chance to kind of to give a boost to our YouTube channel, which is quite respectable numbers, and a few thousand of you tune in and watch this video at various times. But yeah, so let's first of all start what is happening right now. So last week we launched our Back to Crypto School activity. We decided to test your knowledge, and right now you can take a quiz with, I think, 10 questions on our Crypto School kind of little part of our website. And I think it's a great way to test your crypto knowledge. But, don't peak, don't try to do it, a few times. It's an honest fun, so it's, I think it's a bit of fun, for you to test your knowledge and to just do some fun things on our website. So, and the fastest and the most knowledgeable participants. So for them, we've prepared some great rewards ranging from spot trading for VIP level spot trading status and 5 USDT vouchers. So you literally don't have to do anything. You just literally have to go, answer some questions, and hopefully you will get those rewards. The questions are relatively easy, I think. So for all of you with, I think, some crypto knowledge, it would be quite straightforward, I hope. And we'll announce the results on August 31st, which is in just a couple of days. So you still have enough time. You still have the weekend to go and have a look. So go ahead, test your knowledge right now. So we'll post a link in the description, so it will be there down below. And yeah, go ahead and try it. It's free, so you might just get something out of nothing. So speaking of the knowledge, and opportunities. We are also continuing to expand the PointPay kind of overall infrastructure itself. One of our main goals has been to kind of add more EVM chains to our exchange, and I'm happy to say that we're kind of actively moving in that direction. So we've already added several networks, including Arbitrum, One, SCLO, Celo, Optimism, Chile, Scroll, Linea, Kava, Manta, and Zeta. So tokens from some of those networks are already available for trading, including the ARB USDT and CELO USDT. For the rest, we will add them a bit later, hopefully by the end of September. But yeah, that's kind of what we're doing at the moment. And you obviously have to ask, why does it matter to me that we're adding those networks? And I think kind of more networks that you have on the exchange, kind of the more freedom of choice that you have overall, and we want you to be able to work with the assets that matter most to your kind of strategy without you having to leave the PointPay ecosystem and kind of switch between the platforms. It's all crypto services in one place, so we're trying to add as many kind of crypto assets as possible. And of course, kind of integrating new networks is always complex and kind of a very technical process. And there may be occasionally be a few rough edges, I think, but we're working on that kind of to make your experience as smooth as possible. Just give me a second. Okay, where was I? So yeah, pretty much by expanding our network support, it's not only one side of the coin. There are the other ways how quickly and how conveniently you can use different features on the platform. And let's I don't know, let's take futures trading, for example. So we've done a lot of things on optimizing the futures trading on our website, and improving all of the internal algorithms and how quickly they work out. I know, I know how important kind of every fraction of a second can be in placing a trade, and that's why we focus heavily on the platform overall responsiveness. And you might now notice that the interface reacts to your kind of queries and your actions a lot faster, and obviously less delay that you have on the platform, the more control that you have over the situation, and kind of overall trading experience as well. We have also made a small but important improvement to the web platform, so the PXP balance is now immediately visible in the fee rates pop-up window. It's a simple change that we've made, but it saves you a lot of time and makes the process of paying trading fees and PXP tokens, I think, much more intuitive overall. And we want the interface to be easy to understand kind of at a glance, and with everything that you need should kind of always be within your reach, so your user experience is as seamless as possible. So now, what are we planning kind of looking ahead for September? What's waiting for us in the next month? You might obviously ask me, and that's a very fair question. So our main focus is continuing our expansion of the EVM networks on our exchange. We don't plan to stop there. We want to give traders even more kind of overall variety. I don't think we have the exact numbers yet to share, but but when it comes to kind of the number of networks, we want to have as many as possible. Let's put it this way. So as many of them as we could possibly integrate, we will try to do so as quickly as possible. And we are kind of constantly working on adding new networks, new coins, and we want the kind of the overall experience to be as seamless and as possible, kind of your trading experience to be as seamless as possible, and for you to have access to as many coins and networks as possible as well. Another goal that we have on our list is the on-chain staking that you would be able to perform on the PointPay platform. At the moment, we don't have any confirmed dates or final kind of implementation plans, but for this feature. But I want to kind of assure you that this is one of our kind of development goals for the next couple of months. And we are particularly eager to bring it to you. So, you might ask me, so what could kind of this look like in, from your perspective, from the perspective of a user? I think it's very simple. So right now, we are considering adding several new options to our staking selection. You will be able to choose an asset just like you would with any other staking option currently available on our exchange or on any other exchange. So you stake it, you wait for the staking period to end, and you will receive the reward. So you wouldn't have to, in order to do that, you wouldn't have to step outside of the PointPay ecosystem to do it. So everything will be directly available through our native interface, and maybe, just maybe, so we're trying to work on that, the latest networks that we've added to our platform, so you would be able to do that on it as well. Okay, so I think that's enough time that we spent reviewing this. So I think let's move on to the next topic. Just give me a second. So yeah, the roadmap. So at the end of this, so let me just open in front of me. So yeah, at the end of September, we're planning a series of releases, and this will obviously mark the end of Q3. So right now I can highlight one of the key priorities that we are concentrating our most kind of efforts in is trading tools for traders in particular. So we're working on introducing kind of advanced visualization tools, kind of detailed charts as well, a library of technical indicators, kind of automated strategies that you would be able to use on our exchange, and the in-depth portfolio analytics. So we want to give you the professional grade tools that are available on quite a lot of exchanges, and this will hopefully allow you to implement your kind of very sophisticated strategy on the PointPay exchange. The remaining items on our roadmap is obviously still in development, and as soon as I have more details, I will announce it. But yeah, that would probably be at the end of September, when we will be recapping those, and I think some points might be in development but not in production by the end of September. But we will see how it's going to work, and the release might be shifted to early Q4 releases. So the remaining roadmap items are also in development, as I said. So as soon as we have more details, I'll share it with you. So I think with that being said, this section is coming to an end, and I think it's time to answer your questions. By the way, this time around it's only going to be a 1 AMA session because it's August and everybody is on holiday. I'm not on holiday. I'm at home. Nonetheless, the update is going to be short, as we always do in the summer, but the development team is working. We have quite a lot of releases at early September, so that is what is happening, and it's only going to be a 1 AMA session, and let's just make it short, not to break the tradition. So let's move on to the questions, please.
Sure. Let's start with the first question. Will PointPay have its own network similar to BNB? will we be able to create and use a wallet separately, connect directly to our own wallet without using MetaMask?
It's a very strange, strange question because PointPay already has a PointPay exchange, a PointPay network. It's called PXP 20 or something along those lines. I can't remember the exact name. But yeah, we released it several years ago, with PXP serving as its kind of native coin. You can create a wallet through your kind of Web3 terminal. It has kind of an entirely your own wallet, meaning, you can manage your assets however you prefer. Through MetaMask as well, and any other method that you would prefer to use without any restrictions. And if the developers are watching this video, you can build your own applications on PointPay Exchange. We already have everything prepared for that. We have the testnet, the documentation, the faucet, the sandboxes and everything. We released it. It wasn't that much popular, because that would mean that we would have to pour money away from the development fund into the development of the network. But we do have a network, and it's active and it's up and running, and we do quite a lot of transactions there. But it's not proving to be incredibly popular because I think popularity of separate networks has significantly dropped because you have to invest a lot of money into marketing those things, and I think the heyday of releasing the kind of your own blockchains is gone. But we have our own blockchain, so and we're actually one of the few exchanges that does have a blockchain, but it's not terribly popular, but nonetheless we have it, so you can use it. The fees are incredibly low. I think it's like a couple of cents or something. We're doing it at a cost. So that's how it works.
Okay, moving on to the next question. Are you planning to add different staking periods for PXP and perhaps offer additional platform benefits for staking PXP?
So I think at the moment we don't have different plans for staking periods. In our view, kind of the 12-month is a fairly optimal option. It allows you to come back once a year to claim your reward and to create a new stake, and can kind of get back to your business really. But for additional benefits, you can have them. All of your PXP tokens held in staking is also included in your user levels, for example. So if you actively trade crypto, you can stake your PXP tokens and then go ahead and trade on PXP on the PointPay exchange with like minimal fees. So because we use it in our user level calculations, that means that, you can receive lower fees, lower commissions. You can get higher staking rewards. The only other requirement for reaching certain levels in the VIP section is meeting the required trading volume. But if you trade quite a lot, and you have PXPs, combining those things together, that would make you a perfect candidate for for pretty much 0% staking in our exchange, because we do it at our own cost. And as I mentioned earlier, we're currently planning to add the on-chain staking on our platform, but we haven't formalized the details yet. But almost certainly, you will have much more freedom when it comes to choosing assets and the staking periods. But we don't have any plans to reduce the timeline yet, because we think it's a fair timeline. I think that's what quite a lot of people do. And it's also kind of in our interest for you to either hold or to trade. I don't believe in staking for short periods. We might introduce something like half a year, but we'll see. But it's pretty much in our interest for you to stake for as long as possible.
Why has the number of updates on PointPay decreased?
I probably wouldn't quite agree with the way that this question is framed. Updates continue to be released regularly. They certainly bring no fewer changes than before. Obviously, perhaps it was easier to monitor, when we've included new things to our platform, like futures trading or something like that before, like an NFT platform, or P2P or Web3 or something like that. But it takes a lot of time to develop. But like, where do we move away from that? So we just develop the internal systems. There are only a limited amount of products in the market, and as you can see, like platforms like Binance, they don't bring out new products every single month. But what they do is to improve the existing products, and that's what we do as well. So I think the suite of the products that we have on our platform is enormous. It's larger than most of our competitors, specifically within our kind of tier rating. Maybe the top 10 or even the top 15 would have the same amount of products that we have. But yeah, we did quite a lot of things in development. We released some products which were a bit raw when we did it, but we constantly improve our products. We constantly improve the responsiveness of our system. We constantly improve the front end, the back end. We constantly try to renovate. And yeah, we had the NFT marketplace. We had the P2P Web3 platform, Rewards Hub, referral program. What else? Futures trading, which took us a year to develop, and we're still developing it as we go along. We did the redesign of the website quite recently, redesign of the app quite recently as well. So, we do all of those things. So I wouldn't agree. We don't turn out new products because there aren't any products available, but what we do nowadays is we mostly improve the products that we have. We improve the responsiveness, we improve the kind of fees, etc. So, but yeah, we have one of the most comprehensive platforms in the market, and there aren't simply enough products to go around. So the only thing that is probably left is copy trading. We might be including copy trading later. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much, how popular it would be, but that's obviously most certainly what we would consider. But in terms of every other product that is available on like KuCoin or OKX or Binance, we have pretty much 90% of the products that is available on their platform as well. So yeah, I would disagree with your question. Yes, we did release quite a lot of things previously in a course of a very short time, but if I'm honest, we released it very quickly, and I think yeah, we probably should have tested some products more, but yeah, we're kind of improving the things that we've released at the moment, kind of improving the overall appearance, kind of improving the back-end systems, etc. So that's a continuing improvement plan that we have. And yeah, we're developing new products as well, but there is a limited amount of products that is available on the market, and yeah, we aim to have all of them. But I think within the market we have 90% of the product that is available on kind of top exchanges. So I think that's fair enough. I think yeah, the only kind of main product that we don't have is, as I said, yeah, it's copy trading, but that's it's a different risk profile. So we might be including it, but in terms of the risk profile, I think it's a bit too much for us. Yeah.
Okay, moving on to the next question. Are you planning to introduce support for trading through AI agents?
Support for trading through AI agents. So if you're referring for the agents OS, like operating system, which Binance has introduced, yes, we have seen it and discussed it with the team, but right now we're kind of taking a wait and see approach, if that makes sense. So if it proves to be something that people actually want to use and to build something similar, yeah, pretty much if there is going to be demand, we would be able to build something similar on our side. I think in about a month or two time, we already kind of we're aware of this new feature. Our product manager has already described it. We are kind of looking at valuations on how much it's going to cost us to develop it on our side. But it, you know, if it will just turn out to be kind of a novelty, I think we have other priorities to focus upon, because the development of such thing is going to be incredibly expensive, and if there's going to be no, like, Binance can afford that. We can't, unfortunately. But yeah, but I should probably also point out that agents in general aren't particularly good at trading overall. So on top of that, they still aren't mature enough and proven enough kind of over time to make you feel comfortable, handing them funds and sending them off to trade on the exchange without kind of any hesitation. But I personally see, because AI is, has so much hype at the moment, and I think it's just a hype thing. We'll see how it actually works out. If they truly will bring a lot of money, then we might introduce something similar. We are, as I said before, we're currently evaluating it, but I'm very, very skeptical that it will turn out to be what it says it does on the tin, unfortunately. Yeah. And I think it's an attempt from Binance to kind of maintain the tier one title, as it's, and because AI is such a hype right now. So, tier one exchange, they're trying to kind of remind everybody of themselves because they didn't get the license in Europe. And I think they're kind of including all of those hype things because that's probably the only thing that you can do with AI on a trading platform, if that makes sense, kind of truly meaningful, because you can't do LLMs, because they're useless in trading interfaces.
Okay, and the last question for today is, do PointPay employees use the platform themselves? For example, do they trade on the exchange?
Of course they do. Of course, everybody has an account on PointPay. We have a program that we give each employee $100 a month in trading bonus that they can use on the platform. And we encourage everybody to use our platform to give us feedback. They're kind of our free testers, and if they don't use their trading bonus, it disappears. But if they do use it, they can keep all of the profits. So, yeah, we do have a similar program. We do have such a program at PointPay, and we do encourage everybody to trade on our exchange. I think it's a useful thing, and sometimes people find bugs. Sometimes people find some information that hasn't been updated in a very long time, or maybe they're trying to trade some obscure coin and it turns out that the API is not working, so it happens all the time when we get reports from our support team, from product managers, from regular users as well. But yeah, no. Internally, we have a program that we give our employees a bit of money for them to kind of trade and see, and we highly encourage it on our platform. Okay, I think that was the last question. I think we managed to do about just under half an hour, so it's 29 minutes it's been running. Yeah, and that was the last question for today. So thank you all very much for your activity and obviously being with us. And your support is obviously what keeps us moving. I genuinely hope that today we only have a few days of summer left, but I do hope that all of you have managed to enjoy your summer. I most certainly did. So yeah, and before we wrap up, here is a quick kind of recap of the main topics of today's video. So we have the Back to Crypto School quiz that is going until the 31st of August. So you still have a couple of days to participate in it. It has some great prizes from VIP levels to vouchers, trading vouchers. We're continuing to expand the list of the EVM networks that we add on our platform, kind of for your convenience. And we're preparing kind of very powerful professional grade trading tools and graphics and the analytics for the professional traders who we're trying to attract to our platform at the end of September, as well as on-chain staking that should be released sometime this autumn. So with that, it's time for us to say goodbye. So see you all again at the end of September. And at the end of September, we'll be recapping the Q3 for this month. So we'll summarize, we'll talk about the plans, we'll talk about what we managed to achieve, what we will push towards the next quarter, which is kind of a usual thing anyways. And yeah, I hope you've all had an amazing summer. Enjoy the last sunny days whilst you have it. But, people are saying that summers are going to be a lot hotter, next year, this year. So it's probably something that is welcome for some, maybe not something for others. But I've been enjoying this very, very hot summer very much, meaning that I don't have to go on holiday. So thank you all. I'll see you all at the end of September and have a wonderful, wonderful day.